I've noticed a trend in cultural history, and although I'm almost certainly not the first person to notice this trend, I'd like to share it with you today. Since the start of the Renaissance, which we shall say had its earliest origins with the fall of the Roman Empire, many of the traditional central powers of the Western world developed their own cultural characteristic. Germany, France, Italy, Britain, and later on America each had that one cultural contribution that they did better than their peers. That is not to say those peers could not produce their own cultural additions of the same nature that would be also quite valid and really quite beautiful, but they would in time ultimately be overshadowed. So from the Renaissance right up to today, I'd like to show you which country had the master artisans in which field, in my opinion. Classical music. To begin, I'd like you to name me a classical composer, and another, and another, and another. How many were German? Now, I'm well aware that opera had its earliest origins in Italy, that's where the term comes from, and it was only later that the Germans began to challenge that throne and outpace the Italians. But bringing heavyweights such as Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, Wagner, and Handel to the table, that paints a pretty clear image. Classical music goes to Germany. Fine art. Fine art is a pain to classify, as it also includes music and poetry. The main bulk, however, of what is considered fine art would be painting and sculpture. Enter the Ninja Turtles, or at least their namesakes, and several other contemporaries, the men that would exemplify so much of what the Renaissance was. Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello. This round's points go to Italy. Architecture. There lies little point in all this gorgeous art and music if we have no place to truly enjoy it. That is not to say that architecture itself is not a gorgeous form of art. So we have the nation that gave us Blackpool Tower on steroids, the most Disney of Disney churches, the Pantheon, and of course, the largest and arguably most beautiful art museum in the world. That's right. In my opinion, this round goes to France. Literature. I could explain literature to you, but I'd rather just list off a load of names. It's up to you to consider if these are good or bad, but they're most certainly iconic. Shakespeare, Dickens, Tolkien, Arthur Conan Doyle, Roald Dahl, Lewis Carroll, H.G. Wells, C.S. Lewis, J.K. Rowling, Terry Pratchett, just to name a few. What do they all have in common? Literature, my friends, goes to the United Kingdom. To conclude, an honourable mention goes to the United States of America, who took the world's stories and its books, and for better or for worse, gave us some of the most iconic movies in the world. This has actually been my opinion for a change, and I hope to see you all again soon.